have lived in larger cities.
Yeah, mostly in the suburbs, but yeah, I lived in Boston, Cambridge for a while, yeah.
I remember growing up in Bristol, Connecticut, thinking how tiny and provincial this was. So now I'm in a town that is 1/5 the size of Bristol, Connecticut.
Population approximately 10,000.
And I've convinced myself that it's much cooler. And in fact, it
Oh, it absolutely is.
probably is, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's much more cultural diversity. Fairfield is a pretty amazing little place.
Oh, absolutely. Small town ambience with big city diversity.
Software
and
companies.
art.
And innovative entrepreneurs, people who moved here and decided this would be a good place to live. But how are we going to make money? Well, we'll start a business. And a lot of businesses got started here, and now they're internationally famous. They had a flat tire, and they ended up in Fairfield.
Yeah, they got towed here, and they
got to. They said, "What?
AAA only covered them this far."
Right.
You know, and they just got kind of lost here. Yeah.
And they walked in, and they said, "Something's not quite right. We're in the Midwest, and there's 7 ethnic restaurants on the square." And they walk into one of them, and they look at the posters, and it's like, "Okay, this is weird. What's it like?" Sometimes they were musicians, and they ended up staying. You know,
That's right.
which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
It's an interesting place.
Yes. it is.
It's not a place that I would have assumed I would end up.
Oh no, I grew up in large part in the Midwest, and when we moved back to the East Coast, I swore I would never, ever return to the Midwest for any reason whatsoever.
I never had any reason to come here.
No,
I wasn't,
not at
you
all.
know, I was going to be in New York, and that was going to be it. You know? And so I was in New York every week. And you know, I don't miss it.
Nope. I came out here to look around
Yeah.
in 1982, and I never left.
There you go.
So I'm still looking around.
Yeah, you're still
I don't
looking
wanna
around.
commit.
And when you find something, you'll be good.
Yep.
I remember, you know, coming here, being fairly innocent, kind of moving here, and knowing that on the East Coast, you know, people are they're colder, and I expected the Midwest to be warmer. And there was one sign on that little road that we lived, and it's a quaint sign, and I said, "Oh, look, gravel ends." And so
You thought that was the name of the street.
He's driving along and gravel ends. Okay, well, what's that like? And it's a dirt road. So I'm driving down the dirt road. Now it had just rained. And so the next experience you have is suddenly the car is almost submerged. And I realize gravel ends is like a dire warning for anyone who knows what it means. And so now there's large globs of mud coming up on the side windows, on the front windows, and I'm going deeper and deeper, and there's no hope. And I look out through my windshield, and striding toward me is this farmer. And I figured, okay, we're going to be okay. And he looked at me and said, "Wait here, I'll get my tractor." I said, "It's true. The East Coast is mercenary, they're cold. Here's this guy, tows me out, pulls me out." I said, "Sir, I just want to thank you." He said, "That'll be $25. Okay, see how this works. he just waits there.
Captive audience.
Kept there, waits there right after, he had a farm right after the gravel ends sign.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how he pays for it.
That's
sure.
exactly it. So.
In fact, he's got a sprinkler system.
Exactly.
I don't know why there's so much mud there today.
But there it is.
Yep, 25, please.
25, yep.
Yep.
And I was happy to pay him.
Yeah, yep. I went through the same thing just very recently, as you know. But, there's traffic on Route 1. Hey, I'll take the dirt road. What could possibly go wrong? It rained last night. It's been raining for the last week. What could possibly go wrong? Good old Larch. There's a reason they gave this little bit of dirt road the name Larch, because they wouldn't wish it on any other road. And I think less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Iowa mud is a very unique quality. Number one, it goes...
Yeah, that's another pick your own possibility.
Yeah, exactly. It goes down into the center of the earth, as your car will and most farm machinery do. And then it dries harder than granite.
Yep, or hemp.
Or hemp.
Yep.
And so let that be a warning to you.
You know, Henry Ford thought about mud cars first, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, and then he went to hemp, and then,
And then,
finally,
and then steel.
Yeah. I mean, figured, yeah, mud had its problems, but, you know, the supply was good. You know, it was, you know, could bring the price down on the car.
Yeah.
That mud.
So now that I'm here, I've formed a career here, have friends here. It's actually quite an amazing community. And so people say, well, what are you going to do when you retire? And I say, I probably won't retire.
You will die.
I'll die at the microphone. My last words will be, member FDIC.
See, yes. Yeah. No shoes, no shirt, no service.
That's right. It's licensed drivers only. Serving suggestion.
Your mileage may vary.
Action figures not included. and so this will be it. And now I can truly say that I've bought the farm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now you don't have to die.
Exactly.
You bought the farm.
I bought the farm.